a lot of sugar.
Yeah, brownies have a lot of sugar.
Jeez.
Hey everyone, I'm Sav and this is Lago Eats. Today we're going to be making dark chocolate raspberry brownies. These brownies are ultra fudgy and chewy. They're super rich from the dark chocolate, but have a little bit of tartness from the raspberries. Let's take a look at the ingredients. We're going to be using 1 3/4 cup of bread flour, 1/2 cup plus 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1/2 cup of boiling water, 2 1/2 cups of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of espresso, 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, 2 egg yolks, 2 whole eggs, 4 tablespoons of butter, 6 ounces of dark chocolate, and 6 ounces of raspberries. Let's get baking. We'll start by pouring in 2 ounces of our dark chocolate into our bowl. So we're going to use 2 tablespoons of espresso. You can use strong coffee as well, or you can use espresso powder, and then you would just up the water content by 2 tablespoons. Pour that. All right, we're gonna pour in our water, and you wanna make sure that this is hot, because this is what's gonna melt the chocolate and our butter. Okay, we're gonna stir that. Get those chocolate chips all melted. All right, let's add our butter. So the espresso in these brownies isn't gonna make it taste like coffee. It just deepens that chocolate flavor, but you can leave it out if you want. All right, our butter has melted. If your butter isn't melting very well, you can just go ahead and put it in the microwave for a few seconds or put it on the stove top to let it melt. Now, what is great about these brownies is we just add everything else into the bowl. Super easy, one bowl. So let's add in our cocoa powder using 1/3 cup. Put that in. Let's put in our granulated sugar. We're using 2 1/2 cups. All right, go ahead and mix that up. All right, let's add in our eggs. Woo. Add in our egg yolks too. And give it a mix. Now we'll add in our oil and vanilla extract. All right, we'll mix that up. All right, now we have to add in our bread flour, and we're using bread flour here instead of all-purpose because this is gonna create that nice chewy brownie that we all love. You can totally use all-purpose if you want, but they won't be quite as chewy. So we're gonna use 1 3/4 cups. Again, like I have shown you guys, don't scoop out the flour directly. You're gonna take it out with a spoon and spoon it into your measuring cup. Spoon it all the way to the top and then level it out with the back of your knife. We're gonna do 6 more of these. All right, let's mix it in. I wish you guys could smell these. They smell incredible. Now we're gonna add in 4 ounces of our dark chocolate chips or chopped dark chocolate. And then we'll add in 6 ounces of raspberries. You can use fresh raspberries or frozen, either works. If you do freeze them though, they hold up better in the batter. I'm gonna gently fold those in. All right, our oven has been preheating to 350 degrees. We have a 9 by 13 baking dish that's lined with parchment paper. You wanna leave a little bit of the parchment paper overhanging off the sides so it's easier to lift out the brownies when they're done. Okay, now let's dump in our batter. And of course you've gotta lick the spoon because who doesn't love brownie batter? Okay, now we're gonna put these in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. It really depends on how gooey you like your brownie. I like my brownies a bit gooey in the center because I like to top them off with some ice cream. It's delicious, but if you don't like a super gooey brownie, then bake them a little bit longer. Our brownies took about 35 minutes in the oven and now they are out. They look beautiful, they smell amazing, But we have to let them cool for an hour before we can cut into them. Otherwise they're gonna be too gooey and messy. Although if you like that and you wanna do that, go for it. But if you wanna cut them all pretty, then wait an hour. Our brownies are completely cooled now, so we're gonna cut them up. And if you've ever cut brownies with a metal knife, then you know it's really hard and the brownies all get stuck to the knife and you can't get a clean cut. So it's actually a lot easier to use a disposable plastic knife when cutting brownies. So let's take off this parchment paper. We're gonna cut these in 12 slices. Let's try one. Right here. These brownies are huge. Look at that, you can see the raspberries in there. It gives it a little pop of the red color. They're super fudgy, oh my gosh. A bit gooey too, just the way I like them. All right, let's try this. Super fudgy. Gooey, like I said, and I love the tartness of the raspberry. It really complements that dark chocolate. It's super rich, but the raspberry really balances it out. I hope you guys enjoyed my raspberry brownie recipe. The full recipe can be found on my food blog at logofmeats.com. I've got new delicious dishes coming out every week, so hit a like and subscribe below. I'll see you guys next time. Hey dough.